Hello everyone, and thank you for watching my video. I was inspired to make this video for all my amputees. I myself, I am an amputee. I had a left foot amputation done. I had to process it, I had to accept it, then I had to move on because life goes on. I mean, let's be frank. But mentally, it's a change. Physically, it's a change. Emotionally, it's a change. You're going to go through all these emotions, and if you are, I just would like to let you know it's completely normal. I totally understand. My story is that on September the 9th, 2016, I had broke my left ankle and shattered my shin bone in 15 places. I had to stay in the hospital roughly 6 months. My doctor had tried to do everything he could to save my foot, you know, but he said if I saved the foot, well, if I would have decided to not go, well, let me put it like this. He gave me an option, okay? And he said that my best option would be to amputate my left foot, because if not, I will be in pain for the rest of my life. I have a low tolerance for pain. I'm not a pain freak at all. So, you know, I had to, you know, mentally go back and forth with myself, like, do you really want to amputate your foot? This is your foot we're talking about, you know. Once you amputate your foot, there's no getting another foot, you know. So I finally gave in. Before I went through my amputation, I had to mentally prepare myself. I mean, mentally. It's a mind-changing thing, you know. To have to lose a foot, to have to lose a whole leg. I myself, I'm a below-knee amputee. But there's all types of amputees out there, and I just want you to know that I do understand what you're going through. I sympathize for everyone. I spread my love, and my purpose for doing this video is hopefully that I can give you some words of encouragement and look on the brighter side, so that you can see and understand that you too will get through this. Life goes on, and the sky is no limit to you. But I don't want to make it sound easy, because, you know, I have good days, I have bad days, you know, and you might have good days, you might have bad days too. But if you mentally tell yourself and mentally push yourself, you can get through anything. I mean, you'll have more good days than bad days. It's all about how you mentally perceive the outlook, you know. Back in 2016, okay, this is my story, and I hope that it can reach out and touch somebody and And this is my purpose for doing this, because I want to encourage others the same way that I encourage myself. I mean, I've had a lot of people, tell me that, you need to be a motivational speaker, for amputees, or struggling to get through it, because everybody doesn't accept it as well as you're taking it, but I don't want to make it sound easy, because trust me, I know it's a process. It's a process. I mean, you have to come to terms with it. You got to come to grips with it, and you have to realize that it's a part of your life. It's never going to get away from you, September the 9th, 2016, I have failed, and I have broke my ankle and shattered my shin bone in 15 places, okay? I stayed in the hospital, quite a bit, between going back and forth from the hospital to the rehabilitation center to help me learn how to balance, learn how to walk, pretty much learn how to do everything all over, because pretty much it's a life-changing experience to an extent, but you can't let it hold you down. You cannot let it beat you. You have to put in your mind that I am going to be it. I am going to be an amputee, and I'm going to be the best amputee that I can be. And that's my attitude every day. Every day. People always ask me, how do you smile after going through what you're going through? I find myself having to, tell people that it's okay, don't feel bad for me. I'm all right, I'm okay. I feel bad because they feel bad. And I'm like, I don't want sympathy, okay? And I don't want to be treated like I'm handicapped. But, technically, in so many words, I'm partially, but I refuse to be treated like I'm handicapped. I don't want you to wait on me hand or foot. I don't want to be treated like I'm different. To all my family, to all my friends, I let them know, don't you treat me any different. I'm still the same person, But with that being said, I just want to encourage you, inspire you that you can get through it. Just take it one day at a time. This is not a marathon that we're trying to run. We're not trying to win awards or anything like that. We're just trying to get our life back on track. And that's the attitude you should have, okay? So please, don't ever feel down. Don't ever feel like you're alone. Don't ever feel like no one understands you, because I do, okay? I'll raise my hand. I raise my hand. And, I'm always willing and open to talk to people if they just need a listening ear, if they need to hear words of encouragement. I myself, I like to compliment people. I compliment everybody, women, men, but, I'm not into women. Nothing against women that are into women, but that's just not my thing. I like to see people happy. I like to see people smile, Yes, becoming an amputee is a big part of a life-changing experience, but just like anything else that you've been through, you can get through this too. So I encourage you to please never give up. Please don't think no differently about yourself. Please always love yourself, okay? Because if you don't love yourself, no one will, you know. But I'll tell you a little bit about my story, okay? I had broke my ankle and shattered my shin bone in 15 places. It was not an easy experience for me. I mean, mentally, physically, emotionally. I went through all types of changes. You name it, I went through it, you know. At first, I was ashamed, you know. At first, I felt embarrassed. I felt stupid. I didn't feel like myself. I mean, it's like my soul got snatched away from me once I had got my leg amputated. But one morning I woke up. I say, get up. Do something with yourself. Your life don't have to change. Only thing that's changed is you got an amputation. You're still living. You're still breathing. You're still able to see. You're still able to walk, technically, you know. So I had to push myself, you know. You will go through a depression, you know, and I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not normal, too, because it is. I guess it's a part of the process. I don't know, everybody's different or whatever, but, you know, it takes a toll on you, you know? But I just want to let you know that you are still the same person. You're still beautiful on the inside. You're still beautiful on the outside, you know? Life is beautiful, you know? I actually had a chance to say that, you know, becoming an amputee has made me really open my eyes more and look at life a lot different, you know, to where I wouldn't have understood or you know, imagined or, you know, understood things that I have now, that I have the experience of being an amputee. I was actually surprised, you know, when I did come around and started, you know, getting my self-esteem back, started getting out of my house, driving, going places, you know. It's more amputees in this world than I thought, you know, because at the time I was going through it. I just felt so all alone, like, you know, before when you look around at the world, you know, you never know who is walking with a prosthetic leg, prosthetic arm, you know, finger, toe. I mean, it doesn't matter what type of amputation you go through. It's still a process, you know. And I can honestly say that after I had broke my ankle and everything, was going through my per se healing process and everything, I actually met a lot of amazing people that I would never have met if I didn't break my ankle, you know? So, you know, in life, you always gotta try to find the good that sits inside the bad situation that has happened to you. Like my situation, you know, if I had never had to get my left foot amputated, I would have never met a lot of beautiful inspiring, encouraging people. You know, this world, we live in a real big world. I never actually knew, well, I could never imagine, you know, meeting the people that I did meet. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for everybody that I get to meet, you know. Yeah, I met a lot of beautiful people, nurses, I mean, and in reality, it's a lot of people out there that cares, you know, more than you know. I have a 4-year-old son. We had went to Walmart, and we actually seen a guy. He was in a wheelchair. He was a double above knee amputee, and my son was like, wow, that man doesn't have no legs. But he was extremely loud, so I had to, like, I kind of, you know, told him, hey, you know, you don't hurt people's feelings like that, you know. Everybody has feelings. Everybody deserves respect, you know. But he was sorry, you know. But just know that you are amazing. You are wonderful. You are everything that you tell yourself that you are, you know. I have a lot of different stories to tell, you know, but me being an amputee is just one, you know. I actually thought about writing a book about situations that I have been through, you know. And a part of becoming an amputee has really taught me unconditional love for myself. I've always felt like I loved myself. I wasn't depressed, you know. I was the life of the party per se, you know. I was the sunshine that rises around people. I love to keep people laughing. I love to have a good time, you know. I don't like to be around bad vibes. But it took me to become an amputee to really fall in love with myself. I love myself now more than when well, excuse me, maybe I'm getting excited. I want to try to word this perfectly, but I'm in love with myself more now that I am an amputee than I was when I had 2 feet. I'll give you a few minutes to process that one, you know, because it's deep, you know. After becoming an amputee, I realized, I woke up, it was like a light bulb went off in my head, you know. You have to love yourself unconditionally. You really do. And if I can help anybody or have helped somebody with this story, you know, feel free, leave a comment, you know. I'm always open for questions, always open, you know, to meet more great people. I love people, you know. I'm a people type person. I'm the type of person, I like to make you feel good when you're feeling down, you know. I think everybody deserves happiness, you know. Um, yeah, but to all my amputees, stay encouraged. Life is good. Life is wonderful, you know. I'm not going to sit here and act like everything is all peaches and cream, because trust me, you know, I had to go through that healing process, you know, as far as physically, mentally, pain-wise. Now, phantom pains, I don't get phantom pains like I used to, you know. I mean, man, when I tell you I used to get phantom pains, oh my God. I mean, when those phantom pains, and for those who don't know what phantom pains are in amputee, it is that we can still feel the limb that is missing, okay? Sometimes it's shooting pains. Mine was shooting pains bad. But after about 6 to 8 months, my pain kind of eased up, and then I started getting the itching sensation in my foot that's not there. So I'm like, I'm sitting around one day, because it used to happen all the time. I'm like, well, goodness, what am I supposed to do about an itch that I can't scratch? How funny is that, you know? But yeah, I mean, once you get through that healing process, everything is all uphill. It's not downhill, it's uphill, because life will get so much better for you. And see, I encourage myself so much to where this morning when I got up, I put on this shirt. Well, you probably can't see it because my seatbelt is in the way. Well, here it is. And in case you can't read it, it says, sometimes I amaze myself, okay? Now I do little stuff like that, you know, like wear t-shirts like this to remind myself that you made it. You're not letting in a left foot amputee, a left foot below knee amputee stop you, okay? And I'm also going to tell you this too, you know, because I've talked to a few people that had amputations before I even went through mine, you know, and they would tell me, you know, it gets easier, you know, soon you'll be able to do this, soon you'll be able to do that. And at the time I'm thinking to myself, oh God, I don't think I'll ever be doing anything that, you know, they're saying. But then after I started doing those things, I had to sit back and laugh at myself. I say, look at you, and you thought you couldn't do it. That's me talking to myself. That's what I'm saying to myself. And in reality, I did, you know. Only thing it took was for me to have open ears, you know, and take in what they were trying to tell me, and just have a little patience, you know. I mean, and that's another thing too, you know. Being an amputee, you have to learn patience, okay? You have to learn how to get your time schedule down, and you have to get a routine, okay? And once you get all that, I mean, everything is just a breeze, I mean, because I am an amputee, you know, it might take a normal person an hour and a half to get dressed. I have to give myself a little bit more time, you know, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's a part of patience, and it was a part of getting used to my new routine, okay? So, like the video, share. If you are an amputee and know of other amputees, or if you know any new amputees, feel free to share. And every day is a different day. Every day is a better day because you're becoming closer to getting where you want to be, you know. It's a lot of amputees out there, and you will get through it. Please keep the faith and keep your head up. Peace and love. And I will come back and tell you more stories of my life if you would like to hear. Feel free to comment. You know, no negative comments, please. You know, I try to stay away from negativity. Yeah, but if you have any questions, concerns, or any comments, feel free to do so, you know. And I will be a listening ear. Thank you.